man called Thomas Hathwick in UK. He has lots of work displayed in different museums, especially contemporary museums. And to find out more, my colleague Wang Mangmang talked to Commissioner General of UK, Catherine Dixon. So let's take a look what she has to say about the pavilion.
This is what happens when nature meets the future. But green isn't the only thing that nurtures urban dwellers. From the Industrial Revolution to the first World Expo to today, Britain has always left firm footprints in the evolution of cities and lives.
The seeds of today, preserved for tomorrow.
The British love for nature is evident in this pavilion, but what vision does nature provide for future life in cities?
Well, what we wanted to do by creating this seed cathedral is we wanted to show that the UK's pioneered the Industrial Revolution, but we think that the future development of our cities should be natural, and that's what we really wanted to show here. So here in the Seed Cathedral you can see that there's 6,000 different types of seeds, and we wanted to show the potential in nature for development so that our future cities will be sustainable cities, and that we can make sure that we tackle problems like climate change by using what nature has to offer rather than continuing to develop in an unsustainable way.
Looking to nature for clues into solving the problems of today might just help ensure a happier tomorrow. Dixon says every time people look at the seas, they will experience different feelings, including harmony.
What are you willing to give up to keep what you have?
Well, we don't see things as a zero-sum game between nature and development. We think that they should be in harmony with each other. So we see preserving nature and keeping nature in our cities and developing sustainable as the only way to develop. There is no other choice. If we don't tackle problems like climate change and work to preserve nature now, then none of us will have the kind of future that we want.
And it's not just about nature and development, but other key aspects of society as well.
Many people say that a city's competitiveness is to some extent the mixture of the economic and the cultural. So how do you balance these two?
Well, I think you're absolutely right. I think culture is really important to a city's attractiveness. And I think if you imagine UK, you imagine London, I think one of the reasons that people come there is not just because of the financial services industry, which is so famous, but it's because of the way the city is, the feel of the city and the atmosphere in the city. And I think one of the things that the UK has really done well is to be a really open place. So we've got people from all over the world in the UK, and London is a really international city. There's areas in it with different groups of people from all over the world, and I think that makes it a really attractive place. So I think the way that we've done that is that I think that government's role is to actually stand back sometimes and to let the place be open and to let people define the culture and people to develop the economy.
How would you define a better city, and what are the key elements to a better life?
Well, I can only speak personally, yes, but what I love about UK cities, the ones I've lived in, like London, are how green they are. I mean, I like that there's so many places for ordinary people to go and to relax and to enjoy life. And I think it's many countries are chasing GDP growth and economic development, and I think it's just really important at the same time as chasing those things to think about what makes life worth living. And for me in London, that's interesting places to go. It's beautiful parks, and it's just a really nice natural environment.
Wang Mangmang, CCTV, Shanghai.
Well, I just toured you around the Pudong side of the park. Now it's time to cross the Huangpu River to the Puxi side.